What's up? Howdy, y'all. Welcome in to another daily Buckeye Blitz. Got a lot of twos in this date. February 22nd, 2023. Is that almost a palindrome? I think we need to do that. I think it's in March when it's 03. Right now it's 02/22/2023. I'm your host, Joe from the Buckeye Cast. Like I mentioned yesterday, hit that announcement video for the new Amazon gift card giveaway. We will be drawing that Sunday night on our YouTube Live, 8 p.m. Eastern. Check it out. Very simple. Like, subscribe, comment on the announcement video. I will have the link in the description for this video. Podcast listeners, I will have the link to the video in the show notes. All right. So, we're really desperate for content this time of year, if you hadn't noticed. Anyway, let the cat out of the bag. Meow. All right. This question is kind of an abstract, kind of overarching, big picture question, and I think it's important because a lot of people have brought up questions about Ryan Day, and so the question is, what direction is the Ryan Day era of Ohio State football headed? What direction are we going? Up, down, even, no change? A lot of people say we're at a crossroads with Ryan Day. We know he took over for Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer went 83-9, won the 2014 national title. I mean, those are pretty high standards. I don't know too many coaches that can maintain that. Take over for a freaking legend. The guy he's the second best college football coach, ever, right behind Saban. Up and retires. Day takes over. Okay. Here's the keys. Don't wreck it. Okay. Well, it's a big freaking car, Dad. Anyways. So Day is 45-5 in 5 seasons. Check this list. The only people he has lost to is Clemson and Alabama in the playoffs. We know that. Oregon, regular season last year, in 2021, actually. 2 losses to Michigan, who is now a top 5 team in the country, season to season, back-to-back seasons. They're made it in the playoffs twice, so you could say top 4 team. Michigan is. So not here to fucking blow sunshine on rainbows up their ass, but they'd probably enjoy it. Anyway, the most recent loss to Michigan is the real thorn, and I think that is what really started this discussion, especially mostly online, a bunch of loudmouths. I think it's a minority, but there are, a lot of people saying, this is a crossroads with Ryan Day. And that last big loss to Michigan is the thorn in the side, Ryan Day had his quote is he said, our number one goal every year is to win the rivalry game. And that didn't happen. When you win 11 straight games, but lose that game, you feel like the season's a failure. We've heard that multiple times from him. Again, other negatives, OSU lost multiple recruiting battles on the trail in the 2023 class late, specifically 3 5-star edge rushers that we were after. Missed out on all those. And it doesn't matter who is the lead recruiter, it all shines on Ryan Day. So is Ryan Day's success so far, what little he's had, 45-5, had very little success, sir. Okay. Is that because he was gifted the program by Urban Meyer? I say no. Even though Harbaugh says that sometimes people standing on third base think they hit a triple. Remember that back in 2021? Yeah. That's those little barbs and those comments that you hear from Michigan fans right now are the reason why people ask the question about Ryan Day. But I say no, The arrow is pointing up. A 1-point loss to Georgia in what was virtually a national title game. I mean, the winner of that game obviously was going to go on and smoke TCU. Georgia did it. We would have done it. I think I'm not too concerned about TCU. Anyway, so a proverbial national title game, just like beating Bama in 2014, was not actually the national title game. That was the first round. So 1-point loss to Georgia, did not get blown out, did not get run out of the building, in their backyard, an hour from their freaking campus, in a stadium they played in multiple times last year. A blowout loss would have proved to a lot of doubters and a lot of haters that the Buckeyes are not a legitimate national title contender. And Ryan Day's seat would have been in fuego, flames, burning his ass. That would be different. But again, this is why the arrow is pointing up in my book. He's dealt with the most massive changes in college football that we have seen in decades. The portal, NIL, just recruiting is nuts. He has made adjustments. He shows flexibility to make adjustments to his recruiting strategy, like Mark Pantoni just said a few weeks ago. They're going to pull out of recruiting players earlier than usual if NIL is the entire focus of the recruitment. They're out. They're going to target more players from Ohio and the Midwest. That has to make you feel good as a Buckeye fan, in my opinion. They'll still sprinkle in, some national talent. You got to go get 5-star quarterbacks sometimes outside of the Midwest. 5-star receivers don't exactly grow on trees in the Midwest, so you got to do that. And it's important to recruit players that want to be at Ohio State in Columbus. So he's made tough changes to the defensive staff last year. Whacked dudes that have been there a long time. Kerry Combs was there. He was one of Urban Meyer's first hires in his staff when he took over in 2012. So letting Kerry go was not easy, I'm sure. Other guys maybe, not so much, not a big deal, but and now he's talking about giving up play calling, so he can have more time to do. Actually creates more time for him by giving up play calling. He has more time to pay attention to all of the things, all encompassing, like a CEO type, having more time to oversee the program from a bigger picture. I think that's important, because if he spends all his time in the offensive meeting room, he's not getting to know the defensive players whatsoever. All right. Last item. Recruiting has maintained a very high elite level. And I'm talking when I got the last 5 recruiting classes here, average per player ranking. Do not go by the total points. All right. Because SEC teams are bringing in 25 to 30 dudes. Ohio State's bringing in 20, 22, 23, 24. Rarely do they get to 25. So average per player. Anybody can bring in 1 million dudes and have the highest score, 2023, Ohio State, number 3 in the country. 2022, number 3 in the country. 2021, number 2, only 0.02 points behind Alabama at number 1. 2020, number 5. 2019, number 3. That recruiting is right there where Urban Meyer was recruiting. No changes, no drop off. So again, 45-5 in 5 seasons. I trust Ryan Day. And mediocrity is just one bad head coaching hire away. You got to keep that in mind. Okay, let's say you're at a crossroads with Ryan Day and you want to go the other route and say, fire him, get somebody else in there. Who are you going to get? There's not top level head coaches just laying around with no jobs. They all have freaking jobs, you know. And you make the wrong head coaching hire as an AD, boom. We haven't done that yet. In the last 50 years, we have not made that bad coaching hire. So just keep that in mind. Grass is not always greener. Different is not always better. So Ryan Day's my guy. I'm sticking to him. This show, this channel, we are in full support of Ryan Day. And let me know what you guys think. If you disagree, agree. You have other points that I didn't bring up that you think are contradictory or negative points against Ryan Day, let me know. Hit me up in the comments. Find me on Twitter, wherever you like. Hit me up. Email me, joe@thebuckeyecast.com. And that goes right to me. I don't have an assistant. I don't have a secretary. So, yeah, right. I have a lawsuit in 5 seconds. Anyways, appreciate you guys listening and watching. Talk to you later. Go Bucks.